Hey guys, so it is the middle of winter here and I am seriously bundled up because let's face it, if you live anywhere north of basically the equator, then it's probably really cold where you live. And if you're in the same boat as me and you just had a baby, then you really need to make sure that you're keeping this baby warm. So I'm making a video with the top 10 things that you need to keep your baby warm during the winter. The first thing you're gonna want is one of these car seat covers. We have the cozy cover. And it is so nice because like nowadays, you know that you can't put your kid in the car seat with a big bulky jacket on. So if we just put him in here with like his little onesie or sleeper suit or like whatever he's wearing and just put him in here, and then we can cover him up here and he will not get all like the windburn on his cheeks. How many little tiny babies have you seen that have the windburn on their cheeks and their cheeks are all red and chapped? It's heartbreaking. So having this cozy cover has been an awesome addition. Number two, you're definitely gonna want your hat, gloves, and socks. Most of the time, we actually have Joshua layered up with socks and a onesie because their little extremities get so cold. He has a hat on all the time and he always has on socks. We probably could have mittens on him in the house, but we don't. Item number three that you're gonna wanna have is a lot of long sleeve onesies. Whether you have your baby in a sleeper or just like any regular outfit, throwing a plain long sleeve onesie under that is gonna keep them warmer. The pediatric rule of thumb is that you should always layer your child in one layer thicker than what you would typically wear to stay warm because they're gonna be that much colder than you. Item number four, this is like my staple item all the time, but you need fuzzy blankets. I literally like wrap myself up in these all the time. We have the house thermostat set at like 72 or 73, sometimes even 74, and I am seriously still cold. So I just think of like myself and I'm like, if I'm this cold, then how cold is the baby? Item number five is a snowsuit. Since you can't put the snowsuit on the baby in the car seat, it's still nice to have for if you're going outside, if you have older kids, if we're taking them outside to play, Joshua can still come outside maybe for like a couple minutes and get fresh air. I haven't brought him outside quite yet because he is still a little bit too young, I think, for like the freezing temperatures that we have right now. It's literally like 10 degrees outside, if not less, and then the wind chill makes it that much colder. So I haven't brought him out yet, but we do have the snowsuit so that when it does start to warm up a little bit, we can still bring him outside and he'll be somewhat warm. Item number six is moisturizing cream. While we can't use anything on his skin for the first month, at least like recommended by our pediatrician and our doctors, anything after the first month, like you're gonna wanna make sure that their skin is moisturized, especially like their cheeks, so that if you do end up with the little chapped cheeks from being outside in the cold, that you can moisturize it and heal that quickly because you don't want your baby being all chapped and in pain. Item number seven is something that I hadn't really thought about before, but you really should have a car emergency kit. You should always have at least, when you don't have a baby, you should always have at least jumper cables and blankets and jackets and stuff because you never know when you're gonna break down. Having just some sort of emergency kit put together is probably a really good idea. It's one less thing to have to worry about when you go on a trip any day. Number eight, you're gonna wanna have a humidifier. These winter months get so incredibly dry. I know that I suffer from bloody noses when it's too dry. Timmy just got his first bloody nose. So having a humidifier in like the whole upstairs of our house, that's probably gonna work out the best. Item number nine is one of my personal favorites, but having flannel sheets on the baby's crib is probably just gonna make them so much more comfortable and cozy in their beds. Last but not least, you're gonna wanna have a room thermometer in whatever room the baby is sleeping in. Right now, Joshua is sleeping in our room, so we just have like a little thermometer next to the pack and play where he sleeps because seriously, every room in the house might be at a different temperature. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, the best ideal temperature is between 68 and 72 degrees in your baby's room, wherever they're sleeping. You don't want them too cold, but you also don't want them too hot. So that is important to make sure that you know what the temperature is, especially like in the middle of the winter or even in the middle of the summer, if your house is like way too hot and maybe you don't have air conditioning, you're gonna wanna make sure you have a fan on the baby, but that's like a completely different season we'll talk about another time. Okay, so that is it for my list of items for winter baby must-have items. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If there's anything that you guys use to keep your baby or your house extra warm during the winter months, leave me a comment down below and let me know. Okay, say bye-bye guys. I'm gonna go keep my mommy warm because I'm really good at snuggling. Okay, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Check out our daily vlogs to see more cuteness of me every single day. And I will see you next time. Bye! Bye!